The war with Iran has left Afghan refugees at a U.S.-run camp in Qatar living in fear after debris and shrapnel rained down on them as a result of Iran's retaliatory missiles. They've been stuck in limbo at Camp Asaliya since the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan back in 2021, hoping for a fresh start in America. But President Trump halted the refugee process on his first day back in office, leaving many people unsure about their future, including our next guest, whose brother and his family have been trapped at the camp for more than a year. He's been trying to do whatever he can to get them out, along with everyone else who's stuck there. And joining us now, retired U.S. Marine Sean Jamshidi. Sean, thank you very much for coming to the show. More importantly, thank you for your service. What's the last communication you had with your brother? What is he telling you about what's happening in the camp now?
Firstly, thank you for having me. So last communication I had with my brother is he wants to get his family to safety. My brother has been through this before. He's been in war in Afghanistan, so this is not his first rodeo. But my family, his family, he has a niece, he has nephews, and he has a little son about 3 years old, and he wants to get them to safety. And they're waking up every day in terror, seeing missile fragments, seeing missiles being intercepted overhead, and they're on a base stuck.
Afghan allies, they teamed up with the U.S. for years on the promise that we would take care of them, right? Like that was part of the promise. So what is it like to watch your brother who has sacrificed? You are a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine. You understand the code, but like having to beg is maybe not the right word, but like continue to bring attention to something that was a promise that was made by the United States government.
So this was a promise that was made to them. My brother served the United States diplomatic mission as well as the armed forces, and he sacrificed his life, and his service matters, and the promise that we gave him, we have to stick to it. And you're right, we shouldn't be begging here. This is an individual that was vetted. This is an individual that served us. And this is an individual that's part of the mission as much as we were in Afghanistan.
And this is a bipartisan problem.
This is a bipartisan problem.
Elise Jordan, also from the Weekend Prime Time, who spent some time at the State Department, she has talked about, when she's been on this show, about our kind of lack of support for the allies in Afghanistan. And that has been from the Biden administration and the current administration.
That is correct. This is a bipartisan problem. And we need to be able to support these Afghan allies. Because if we don't, American credibility is on the line, and the world's watching. And our Afghan partners, we need to save them. And they are currently in danger right now and stuck on a base. And if we don't do whatever we can to bring them home, then the partners around the world, they won't work with us. They're going to see that we are treating these individuals unfairly.
Sean, what is the latest on that you're hearing from government entities, from the State Department, about why they haven't been able to bring your brother and his family home yet? You told us right before we came to air that there have been some updates. Can you share any of those with us?
There's been a few updates, not much. They're prioritizing American citizens over our Afghan allies. And they're telling the State Department has put a notification out to American citizens to leave the region. However, our Afghan allies are still stuck on Camp Al-Asad in Doha, Qatar, and they have nowhere to go. So there's not much progress other than them putting a missile. They put concrete barriers there for them to go underneath, because the current shelter they live in is basic housing, and it's not there's no protection. It's not meant for them to be there for a long term. And my brother has been there for a year now, just waiting in limbo, along with 1,100 other Afghans.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, so is the issue their immigration status, or is it actually logistics?
So it's both immigration status and logistic. However, these are SIV applicants, special immigration visa applicants. These are applicants who worked alongside Americans in Afghanistan during the war. So they are immigrated visa applicants, which means they are not refugees. They're here that supported the mission. So the administration has put a halt on SIV cases indefinitely, which is part of the reason why we can't get them out. And we're trying to see if we could lift that hold, because these are not refugees. These are SIV applicants who served the United States mission and served alongside armed forces.
And to be clear, I mean, your brother, your family, they've been there since December of 24, right?
They've been there for over a year now. So of January 2025, they were there. and waiting in limbo. Now the situation has become even more dangerous, and we're trying to get them out to somewhere safe.
According to hashtag AfghanEvac, the camp, Karen, if you can pull up Element 1, 1,100 Afghan wartime allies and the family members currently reside there. 800 residents are in the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program pipeline. 300 residents are pursuing immigration through U.S. consular pathways. So it is your brother and his family, but it is hundreds of others who were partners with us as we took our war on terror worldwide.
Well, please keep us posted and come back on the show when you have any news.
Absolutely, I will do that. And I want to mention that we have 150 service members, active duty service members that have family in Doha and other locations that are trying to bring it. So I'm just one of many, and I will keep you posted. Thank you for having me.